Welcome to my channel. I did that just for you, Harrison. Today I wanted to make a video about the third episode of the Marvel Disney Plus Loki series. Some of you might be asking, hey, why are you making a review/reaction video for the third episode when you did not make a video for the first or second episode? And to that I will answer you. Today I went to an audition, my very first in-person acting audition in the Big Orange, the Big Lemon, the Big Kahuna, the Big Overpopulated, and let me tell you, it did not go well. I got to the audition and it turned out that I basically had to freestyle sing and make up dance moves.
Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys.
I had come up with some dance moves earlier, but they were to a song that I had come up with because that is what they asked for in the instructions. When I got there, the guy said, "We're sorry, we have a surprise for you. They actually did write a melody, so you're going to be using that melody instead of the one that you came up with." And then I got in there and I went in and I
forgot every dance move that ever existed on the face of the dance planet.
Not that I knew that many to begin with, I don't dance. Very humiliating because let me tell you, everything that they say in the movies about the people.
I get interrupted because someone wants to get a sandwich. I'm crying and they start laughing. There's people sitting in the waiting room and they're like me but prettier.
It is all true. So I came home a little crushed and I felt like I wanted to do something that's a little more my speed, which is making videos alone in my room. So without further ado, let's walk through this third episode of Loki together.
You can tell me anything, right? Of course. So why won't you tell me how many people are guarding the time?
Okay, this was actually kind of a fun surprise. I liked that. Okay, with the dagger choreography there, Tom. Slow down, you crazy cat.
You really got nothing else better to do.
Rude. But now I see.
Okay, you know what? If I had a dime, a nickel, a penny for every time that Tom
Flips his hair
vehemently and violently backwards to deal with his wig, like not getting in his face during an action scene. You know what? I'm gonna compile all of those moments in this episode. Stay tuned.
So either you'll come willingly, or you won't.
Okay, I recognize that this is an action scene, but so far the dialogue between these two has been a little trite, perhaps. I do like a lot of the zippy one-liners, actually, from Lady Loki.
Goodbye.
I was just gonna say, oh, what a stage combat-y wrestle fight, but then she hit his head on that table, and I liked that.
We all liked that.
Don't ever call me that. No, a Loki.
I'll say it. I don't like them putting the indefinite article in front of Loki like that. Makes it feel like they're, makes it feel like a Muppet.
Don't ever call me a gonzo. Don't call me that.
Is that one of your powers?
Where did you send us?
Where did they send them? Where did he send them? X-Men Apocalypse? Taco Bell dumpster? Oh, of course! Lamentations, Chapter 1. How deserted lies the city once so full of people. Did they read this? Props, maybe, if that's where that came from. Something I will say about the soundtrack to this show is it is so interesting. I really like the time ticking clock, tickety, underneath, that goes underneath everything. I loved what they were doing with the theremin in the last episode. I don't know if they're gonna bring that back, but the whole thing feels very thematic and very niche. Good work to you. Who is it? Natalie Holt. Great job, Madam. Great job, Madam Holt.
This is the worst. No one makes it off here. Watch out!
I would just like to point out, I don't know how the gravity works on Lamentations Chapter 1, but all of those meteor impacts surprisingly. All of those meteorite impacts should probably be causing them to lose their footing a lot more. There's plenty of shaky cam to try and emulate what's going on here, but man, they are just walking through those like it's dandelions blowing in the wind. So this is a she make out with him sort of scene. This is a oh yeah it is. Let's go. Sure. So, oh no. Nope, not even at all. Bella, you disgusting little... Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
We're like brothers, only closer.
What's he doing?
What are you doing?
What is this beat here?
There's a town near here. And can you shut up? Just because I have to...
Listen, I'm sure that we could make the argument that it's because they're magic people and they're not affected by it as much, or they're... I'll believe it, but just show me that. Show me why. Show me why they can walk past that meteorite unshaken and unstirred.
Diplomacy and guile.
Noted.
For some reason, that scene just made me think of how much more dynamic of a difference this duo would have if this was a child. Like, it could still be a girl Loki, Lady Loki, but I just feel like Lady Loki, they're making it out to be this huge surprise reveal thing now, but we've had Lady Loki in the comics. Of course, I mean, there's been young Loki as well, but I don't know. Something about her face just there made me think, oh, it would have been really fun if some 11-year-old girl that was still keeping up with him and holding her own. That being said, I think this woman is a fantastic actress. I wish she was kind of more of a side character, almost the way that, you know, Jack Sparrow kind of was in the first movie where he wasn't the focal point of the film. That made the first Pirates of the Caribbean movie a little bit more balanced. They're too attached to each other and it's making their interactions feel a little bit cheap.
Something like that would have enough juice to repower the Tempad.
I'm sorry, is it just me?
Taking this one to Saru.
Why is Loki suddenly such a bad actor?
From the top to get her on this train.
Can he only act well when he's casting an illusion over himself?
Look, I can't go backwards on the train.
Why can't he go backwards on a train? Why does he know that? That's kind of cute.
Dressing as a guard and getting on a train is just doing a thing.
Don't say doing a thing.
I'm not going to waste my time rooting around for the Tempad.
Just to die, don't you think?
She was in love.
She hated him.
Maybe love is hate.
I hate to rag on bold efforts at character development, but man, the quiet train conversation in a scene involving two trickster gods of mischief. I feel like there is so much they could be doing with that, and all of the tension has just already been scrubbed away.
What about you? You're a prince. Must have been would-be princesses. Or perhaps another prince.
Uh-oh, she brought it up. She brought it up.
A bit of both. I suspect the same as you. But nothing ever...
Again, you know what? I'm gonna say it. Just like Lady Loki, Loki being pan or bi, not a big reveal. We know it from mythology and we know it from the comics. So having them introduce it to us in a tell, don't show moment where they're literally telling, sitting on a train. I hate it. I hate it. I want show don't tell with something as big as a character's sexuality reveal. Wasn't enough. I feel like this scene has no place in the cohesive style and tone and feeling and pacing that has been set up pretty effectively by the first two episodes. And I think that a lot of that has to do with the fact that they are so trying to develop this relationship between these two characters when the whole buddy cop,
We could go anywhere.
kiss, kiss for love. The first two episodes spent the entirety of their character development scenes on building chemistry between those two people, and it looks like we're not even going to have Owen Wilson in this episode. Oh, holy crap. Okay, guys. Loki singing in Asgardian. That's crazy.
It's kind of hot.
Let's go back, delete the 5 minutes sitting and talking in the train scene and replace it with a full 5-minute ballad sung by Tom Hiddleston.
I'm hedonistic. That's what I do.
I'm hedonistic. A lot more than you.
I'm hedonistic. I'm hedonistic. Are you hedonistic? I'm hedonistic. See, again, there's another moment where I feel like that moment might have been a little bit more effective and a little bit more jarring for adult Loki if that had been
Boom. A child. No.
instead of a full-grown woman. You know?
I don't think I've ever walked this much in my life.
That's a pretty good life.
Lucky you missed it.
Why are they walking?
What if you enchanted me?
Can't they zap around? Can't they fly around? Why are there so many limits on what they're able to do suddenly when they got to this planet? They were just zip-zapping all over the place, and there are a lot of unexplained limitations on their abilities.
You want to know how enchantment works? I have to make physical contact.
Listen, the explaining of a magic system, I can live with it. It's better for it to somehow be explained, and I understand that this is probably very hard to do visually. In, for example, Brandon Sanderson's books, when he wants to explain how a magic system works, he talks about how the characters are feeling and what's going on inside their heads when they're using the magic system. I feel like this could be very easily remedied by, oh man, just do a flashback of her using it, or have her project something up where she is using this magic while she's talking about it. There is a lot of sitting and talking and walking and talking and talking about things in this episode. I miss Owen Wilson in this episode, you guys. I really do.
Good. Because this is gonna suck.
Am I to understand that they just walked directly into a metropolis from complete rural desert landscape into sudden metropolis? No suburbs? No satellite cities? This looks super cool though. This is what I want all of Tomorrowland to look like at Disneyland. I don't know why it doesn't yet. It still looks like a mall food court that's stuck in the 80s. Disney has so much fun technology, and that is the place where it needs to be on full display. This part looks like a laser tag arena. This is a fun action scene, I'll admit. I like the running and the exploding, the city falling down. Oh!
The city falling down!
The humanity. Ah, people getting crushed. Whoa. He can push a whole building back up. There are a lot of things that are not... I remember when I lost my mind. Uh-oh. Sure, okay. Yeah, so fun, I mean, good shot of Mr. Hiddleston there. Excellent facial acting. Miss DiMartino just walking away. I like the ending song. I don't like that there is a world-ending event that they have just been spirited to in the halfway point of the series. Where are the stakes? Where is the grounding? Okay, so overall, I will not lie, very disappointed. Those first 2 episodes had such an interesting aesthetic going on there with the, you know, late 60s, early 70s, browns and oranges, the bureaucracy, the very interesting acting from some seasoned actors in there, including Owen Wilson and Gugu Mbatha-Raw. It was really a little bit of a letdown to be brought to an apocalypse situation on a planet that we don't care about, cluttered with a lot of intimate heart-to-heart conversations between 2 characters who have not had enough time to establish that kind of rapport. I don't know how they are going to be able to blend these 2 tones and aesthetics in a way that will be interesting and not off-kilter. Really excellent job on the first 2 episodes, Marvel. This one, I don't know where you're gonna go from here. I'll still watch next week though. Maybe I'll make a video. Probably not.